Hello, this is Wes with Ultra Safe Driving, here to kind of walk you through the scheduling process. So this is the home page. It may change from time to time. I'm making this video on September 11th, 2022. So go ahead and review the whole website. Just take your time with it. You should not rush the driver's training process. If you're trying to sign up quickly and just get it over with as fast as possible, you may just create more frustrations. It's best to just take your time, and it should be something that you really look into because after all, it is the safety of your student, your child, and so it's a decision that you shouldn't take lightly. Excuse me. You shouldn't take the decision too lightly on what driving school you sign up with. So with any driving school, including mine, definitely do your research. Okay, so here's the home page again, and let's say you looked over the teen driving course and you're interested in it. So let's go ahead and let's say you've clicked on it. Okay, and now at this current time, it's 4:25, including the online. And let's say you've looked over it. It all sounds pretty good. And so down here at the bottom is a scheduling page. Actually, there's a bunch of areas where it says scheduling page. Let me see if it says up here. Oh, but you can always just go to scheduling here. So let's go to scheduling here. And of course, these are your options. So 15 to 16 years old, let's say your teen is 15, which they have to be to take driver's training with my school. All the other schools allow 14 and a half, but I require students to be 15. Okay, so before proceeding, have you been to the DMV yet? You must go to the DMV and apply for your permit before starting the classroom portion or the driving portion. Now, of course, the classroom portion is online, and if you're at the DMV, just tell them, you can tell them Ultra Safe Advanced Driver Training as the school, and they'll mail me the permit. If you're not sure, just tell them your local school district. Even if you don't go to a local school district, even if you're homeschooled, just simply say Boise Schools, and they'll mail it to Boise Schools. It doesn't really matter where the permit is sent because driving schools are always mailing permits to each other. I've mailed at least 10 permits to different driving schools. I've received probably at least 20 permits from the Boise School District alone. So it doesn't really matter when they ask you what driving school you're going to go with. I hope you choose Ultra Safe, but if you're not sure, just tell them your local school district and they'll mail it to them. And remember, you'll get a receipt, and on the receipt is an address to where it was mailed to. Now, a lot of times it won't say Boise Schools. It'll just say Milwaukee Street, Boise, Idaho, which happens to be Valley View Elementary, which is where the Boise schools do their driver education out of. So on your receipt, it won't actually say the name of the driving school. It'll just give an address of actually where it was sent. It's still very important because we can still find the actual driving school from the address. So that receipt that you get is very, very important. Okay, so let's go back to this. 2 ways to earn your permit. You can finish the online course first before scheduling. This is what most people do. It's $75 for the online course. Once it's finished, you can schedule the drives. Just get on the website and and choose 7 drives that you want, and you'll text us the drives that you want. And this is if you are finished with the online course. Now, if you want to complete the online course and do the driving at the same time, basically you want to schedule now before the online course is finished. It's an extra $50, and of course there's a reason for this. We're actually kind of discouraging people from choosing this option. We want I want to make it an option for people, to give them an option, but I kind of don't want people to take this option because it's just best for students to get the online classroom portion finished before they do the driving. It's just so much better for the students, for the parents, for me. It's just much, much better. But I did want to give an option, but the option comes with a little extra charge, $50, to do the online while completing the drives at the same time. Okay, so, and you've made your choice. Now, if you want to just go to the scheduling page and take a look at the scheduling page, you can. So let's say you just say, well, I want to go to the scheduling page and check it out. Remember, you shouldn't go to the scheduling page unless the online course is finished. But I do give you the option of taking a look at it. So let's click on that. Students must be at least 15 years old. And this is a big page with lots of information. Please read over it. Overview of the driver's training process and how to schedule. Now remember, scheduling is after the online course is finished. And you can just follow this, and you can either text us the 7 drives that you want or fill out the driving schedule preference form. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back to the previous page. And so that's if you just want an overview of scheduling, the rules of scheduling before you even start the online. Most driving schools will accept the online course. It's from Idaho Online Driver Education. It's a separate company. Most driving schools will accept it, but again, feel free to review the actual scheduling, the drive times, the locations, the specific rules, as in, there's a parent drive on the last drive, and just read over the scheduling page to get even more information before you even start the online. Perfectly fine. But if you want to just go ahead and start the online, get it over with, you can go ahead and click down here. Click here to get started with the online. Now here's some extra information about the Idaho requirements and the online course. Anyways, the time, age of your student, and the classroom hours, and the online course, the DMV. Now, what might interest you is Idaho Online Driver Education accepted at other schools if I choose not to use OverSafe? Yes, most schools will accept it. Can you take a different online course? Yes, you can take a different one. It must be state approved. I don't recognize driversed.com as an online course. Driversed.com is state approved, but it is the worst online course. I have taken a lot of it, and I really don't agree with a lot of what they teach in it. It's a company based out of California, and they kind of created it for California, but they tweaked some of the laws a little bit for each state. So it's just very basic, and it's not very interactive. It's just not very good. Anyways, so let's say you do want to get started, and just click here to get started on the online class. Again, you must go to the DMV first, and then text us your name, student's name, email address, or fill out the form below. And most people fill out this form, and it works just great. I will ask you if you've been to the DMV, so once you fill out this form and you hit submit, I will double check and ask that you go. Now, I can't verify if you've gone to the DMV, so it's just an honor system. But if for some reason I do find out that you have not been to the DMV yet, then you may not be able to sign up at all. I'm sorry, but I want to be able to trust the parents and the people that sign up with UltraSafe. I want to have a good level of trust. And if there's no trust right from the beginning, then it's just not a good environment to teach in, to train people in. And so trust is very important to me. So if I do somehow find out that, you know, there was dishonesty in any way, it could jeopardize your students' training. You might have to go with a different driver's training school because, like I said, trust is very, very vital, very important for this driver's training program. So anyways, I'm sure you will do the right thing, and most people do. Again, go to the DMV before, and let's go ahead and go back. I'm going to hit the back button here. And that is pretty much it. I could go on and on and on, but hopefully that will get you going there on the website. And just keep in mind that feel free to review the entire website, including the scheduling page, the days and the times. I know it's tedious, but take a big interest in it. Take the time. You won't regret it. You don't want to rush driver's training. Many people will pay another driver's training school. They'll fill out some online registration form, and they'll give them a $500 check or a $500 online payment. And then they say, okay, thank you for the payment. Fill out this driving schedule preference form that they have, which a lot of times is similar to mine. And then they'll say, oh, okay, well, we created a driving schedule. Your student will start driving in 3 months. And you're sitting there saying, 3 months? I don't want to wait 3 months. See, that's the thing, is that they just, most driver's training schools, they will not create a schedule for us. We want to create a schedule that works. We have the parents basically create the schedule. That way they are in control of it. We're not really creating schedules. Now, we can create a schedule through the driving schedule preference form. We can create it. We highly encourage parents to just text us the 7 drives they want. We will double check it, and then you pay for it. I don't believe in paying for something and then having somebody say, yeah, well, you can start driving in 2, 3, or 4 months. I mean, I just don't think that's right. But a lot of parents say, well, okay, I guess we're signed up, and I guess my student is going to be doing driver's training in 3 months. And no, I'm sorry, I just don't believe in that. I think you should find the schedule that you like. And in fact, you can do that the very first thing. You can just go over the schedule at first, and you'll see the general days and times. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. I know this video is going a little longer now, so let's go to scheduling here. 15 to 16, and we'll go to the scheduling page here. And if you go all the way to the bottom, you will see the schedule. September drive schedule. I should change it September-October drive schedule. But anyways, updated it a few days ago. And always refresh the page. And here's some reminders here. And here are the times. Monday the 12th, I can drive at these times, and so on and so forth. And we usually schedule at least 4 weeks out, sometimes as many as 6 or 7 weeks out. And we do that because it's best for scheduling. The further out you schedule, the more likely for cancellations and having to reschedule drives. It's best for you to know 4 to maybe 8 weeks out what is happening in your student's life. Is there any special events coming up, vacations? And that's why part of the reason we want parents to schedule, because they know these things. They know when special events are coming up. So anyways, you can look over the drive schedule first, and as you'll notice, you'll sense a pattern. So even if days aren't listed here, it's pretty much going to continue the same type of drive days and times. So it's even if you're thinking, well, if my student takes a month to do the online and then another couple weeks, and hey, those days aren't listed here. There's not enough driving days listed here. How do I know what we're going to do in November? My student might take till November to finish the online. First of all, it shouldn't take your student no more than 3 weeks to finish the online, to be honest with you. If your student takes more than 3 weeks, I mean, that's okay, but they're probably not serious about driver's training, to be honest with you. If they finish fast, then they want to schedule, they want to drive, they want to get their permit. But if they really take their time, I guess that's okay. It's up to them, but it's, to me, it would be a sign that my student really is not into driving, and I think that's okay. I just don't believe it's right to just push a student into driver's training. It is a big responsibility, and many are just not up to it. They're just not up to it, but many are up to it. They're looking forward to it. They're ready for it. They're excited and they're motivated, and they have a lot of reasons. But many students actually don't really have much of a motive to get their license. So I encourage you to not push your students into it. But anyways, back to the schedule. You'll see a pattern there, and you can see the days and times listed there. And feel free to look over that before you even do the online. Or if you just want to just get that online done as quickly as possible, then you saw the process for the online. Here, I'll go ahead and go back. Okay, and just right here, start the online. So let me go back to the beginning. So you got it on the home page, and let's say you actually, instead of clicking scheduling here, which again goes to this page, which then goes to this page down there, and then you fill out the form. Let's say you are in this page here, driving teen course information. Okay, and then so down here you have all this information, and again down here there is some scheduling page links, or from here. Now I still, it says click teen and adult scheduling. This is changed. I did change that, so it shouldn't say that. Basically it's scheduling up here. I have a different website for adults now. So then you just click scheduling and then go from there. So I know, sorry, long video, and I do talk a lot, but hopefully that helps out in some way, shape, or form. I appreciate you looking into UltraSafe, and I hope you sign up. Thanks again. Bye.